Groovy English Podcast.
Hey Groovy English fans! Welcome back to another episode of Groovy English, the show where we help you unlock your English superpowers one groove at a time. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Aiden. How's everyone doing today? Ready to take your English listening and speaking skills to the next level?
Absolutely! Today's episode is all about something that trips up a lot of English learners. Understanding fast, natural English. Like the kind you hear in movies, music, and real-life conversations.
Yeah, we all know how it feels when native speakers talk fast and it sounds like a blur of words. But don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll have practical tips and easy exercises to help you catch those speedy sentences and even start speaking faster and more naturally yourself.
So let's kick things off with a little hook. Imagine you're watching your favorite movie, but you don't have subtitles. Suddenly, the characters start talking fast, using slang, contractions, and weird rhythms. What do? Freeze? Feel lost? We've been there, but there's a groove to fast English, and we're going to help you find it.
Okay, first things first. When native English speakers talk fast, it's not just about speed. They connect sounds in ways that make words blend together. This is a huge part of why fast English sounds confusing.
Right. This phenomenon is called connected speech, and it's everywhere. It's how we make language efficient and natural. Let me give you an example. Instead of saying, "What are you going to do?" clearly and slowly, native speakers often say, "What you gonna do?" or even faster, "What you gonna do?"
That's a perfect example. In linguistics, we call this contraction and reduction. Sounds get shortened or merged to make speaking quicker and smoother.
Exactly. And contractions you probably already know, like I'm for I am and don't for do not, but there's more subtle stuff going on. For example, in "What do you want to eat?" it sounds like "What do you want to eat?"
Let's break that down. What do you becomes wadya. See how the T and D sounds blend together? Then want to becomes wanna. This kind of blending is everywhere.
And here's something tricky. Sometimes sounds disappear completely. For instance, in "I don't know," the T in "don't" is often dropped, so it sounds like "I don't know." The faster someone talks, the more this happens.
Another example is going to. It almost never sounds like two separate words when spoken fast. Instead, it's gonna. So if you hear "I'm gonna call you later," that's "I am going to call you later."
To get better at this, it helps to listen for chunks, groups of words that go together. Instead of trying to catch every single word, focus on the phrase as one unit. For example, "I'm gonna go" is a chunk. When you hear it repeatedly, your brain starts recognizing it automatically.
Also, the stress and rhythm of English matter. In English, some words get stressed, others are unstressed, and often reduced. For example, "I want to go." Want is stressed, but to is unstressed and almost sounds like ta. So it sounds like "I want to go."
Yes, English is a stress-timed language, which means stressed syllables happen at regular intervals and unstressed syllables get shortened or merged. This creates the natural flow or rhythm that can sound like a blur to learners.
So how can you practice understanding this fast, connected English?
Tip number 1. Use movies or TV shows you love. Pick a short scene, about 1 to 2 minutes. Start with subtitles so you can follow along.
Watch it with subtitles once or twice. Then watch again without subtitles, and just listen carefully. Don't panic if you don't get everything. The goal is to get used to the sound and rhythm.
Pause the video after every sentence or phrase and try to say it out loud yourself. This method is called shadowing. It helps your brain and mouth sync up with the natural way native speakers talk.
You can start with easier shows or scenes where the speech is clear, then gradually move to faster, more natural conversations.
Tip number 2, use music. Pick a song you really like. Listen once without reading the lyrics. Just feel the rhythm.
Then listen again with the lyrics in front of you. Sing along! Songs are great because they naturally exaggerate connected speech and contractions, and the repetition helps you remember phrases.
I love using songs to learn because it's fun. For example, the "I'm gonna love you" really drills the gonna contraction into your ear.
Tip number 3. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Pick one phrase or sentence, break it into smaller parts, and say it slowly at first.
Then try to say it a little faster, imitating the rhythm. Record yourself and compare to the original. You'll hear where you need to improve.
Another cool tip is to listen for filler words native speakers use, like they actually give you clues about natural pacing and rhythm.
Let's practice together. I'll say a sentence clearly, then I'll say it fast and connected. Listen carefully and repeat after me.
Awesome. First sentence. What are you going to do tonight?
Fast. What you gonna do tonight?
Try it with me. What you gonna do tonight?
Notice how "are you" becomes cha and "going to" is gonna. That's natural connected speech.
Okay, next sentence. I don't know if I can make it.
Fast. I don't know if I can make it.
Say it with me. I don't know if I can make it.
Great. Let's try a longer one. Do you want to come with me?
Fast. Do you want to come with me?
Repeat. Do you want to come with me?
One more. Let me know what you think.
Fast. Let me know what you think.
Say it with us. Let me know what you think.
These little phrases might seem small, but when you hear them all the time, recognizing them quickly makes a huge difference.
And practicing them by saying out loud builds your confidence to use them naturally too.
Now that you've got a solid foundation with connected speech and practice exercises, let's dive deeper with some additional tips to keep your learning smooth and motivating.
Tip number 1. Be consistent but kind to yourself. Set small daily goals. Even just 5 to 10 minutes of focused listening or speaking practice is better than nothing. Don't expect to understand everything immediately.
Absolutely. Learning a language is like growing a plant. You water it a little every day, and it slowly grows strong roots. Sometimes it feels slow, but consistency always pays off.
Tip 2. Use technology smartly. There are tons of apps that can slow down audio without changing the pitch, so you can hear fast speech more clearly.
Yes, apps like Spotify let you slow down podcasts or videos to 0.75x or 0.5x speed. It's perfect for training your ears before speeding back up.
Tip 3. Record yourself speaking. This is so underrated. When you hear your own voice, you notice things you might miss while just practicing silently.
It helps build your confidence, too. You realize, hey, I'm not as bad as I thought. And over time, you'll hear your pronunciation and rhythm improve.
Tip 4. Mix up your learning styles. Don't just listen or speak. Read, write, and watch. For example, watch English movies with subtitles, then read a transcript or subtitles afterward. This helps connect sounds with spelling and meaning.
Also, try acting out scenes you watch. Pretend you're the character. It's fun and makes your speaking practice feel real.
Tip 5. Find your English groove. Everyone has a unique way of speaking, accent, tone, rhythm. Don't try to sound exactly like someone else. Instead, find a style that feels natural and comfortable for you.
That's such a great point. Trying to imitate perfectly can actually slow you down and stress you out.
Tip 6. Use English daily in real-life contexts. Even if it's just ordering food, chatting with a friend, or posting on social media. Using English actively helps your brain connect listening and speaking skills.
If you don't have native speakers around, try online conversation partners or language exchange apps. Real conversations are where all your practice really pays off.
All right, now let's talk about some advanced ways you can level up your ability to understand and speak fast English.
First up, chunking sentences into natural groups. Instead of thinking word by word, try to group words into meaningful chunks. For example, I'm going to the store chunks as I'm going to the store.
Here's a quick exercise for that. When you listen to a sentence, pause it and write down chunks instead of individual words. This helps your brain process language in the way native speakers use it.
Next technique, focus on intonation and stress patterns. English isn't just about words, it's musical. Notice how your voice goes up and down, and which words get extra emphasis.
Try mimicking the intonation of native speakers. This makes your speech sound more natural and helps with comprehension because English speakers rely on stress to signal important info.
Another advanced tip, predict what comes next. When you listen, don't just passively hear words. Try to guess what the speaker will say next based on context.
This trains your brain to anticipate phrases, making fast speech easier to follow.
For example, if someone says, I'm going to, you can guess the next words might be the store, call you, or eat dinner. This prediction speeds up comprehension. Let's switch gears a bit and talk about mindset. Why is it so important to keep a positive and patient attitude when learning to understand fast English?
Because it's normal to feel overwhelmed sometimes. The key is not to get discouraged. Every learner goes through this fast English barrier.
One thing I always tell learners is to celebrate small victories. Maybe today you caught a phrase you missed yesterday. That's progress.
Set realistic expectations. No one becomes fluent overnight. Think of language learning as a journey where every step counts.
Also, try to enjoy the process. Watch shows or listen to songs you love in English, even if you don't understand everything. The more you enjoy it, the easier it is to stay motivated.
And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace.
Last but not least, here's a quick cultural insight that helps you understand why native speakers talk the way they do.
English speakers often use informal language and slang in casual conversations. This speeds up speech and makes it more colorful.
For example, Americans often say gonna, wanna, or lemme. Contractions that come from casual speech.
Understanding the culture behind the language helps you predict what speakers might say and why they say it that way.
Also, humor, sarcasm, and idioms are common in fast speech and can be confusing. So expose yourself to these cultural elements through movies, TV, and conversations.
And if you're unsure, just ask. Most native speakers love explaining their language and culture.
All right, Groovy English friends, that's a wrap on today's episode about mastering fast spoken English.
We hope you feel more ready to tackle those speedy conversations in movies without feeling lost.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, and send us your favorite tricky phrases or songs you want us to break down next time.
Thanks for grooving with us today. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we'll catch you next time on Groovy English.
See ya! Stay groovy!
Your English is shining brighter by the minute. Hit that next video to keep leveling up your skills. Or dive into our other episodes for more secrets to talk like a pro. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to join the Groovy English crew.